Oh, welcome to the world's #1 Thanksgiving podcast. Literally the most listened to, most downloaded podcast in the world on Thanksgiving week and Thanksgiving week only. I'm Brandon Perna, here with Will Keys. This is That's Good Broncos. Today we've got a little bit of Broncos news to dive into before we make our week 12 picks for every game for the Patreon Pick'em League. But before we do that, Will, one thing. Today's episode brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. You know that. You use code DNVR when you sign up over at DraftKings, and they're going to take care of you. Oh, they're going to take care of you. But this week, also at benchwarmerbrew.com, Black Friday extravaganza. 25% off my coffee. No discount code needed. You just go there, automatically applied to at checkout. 25% off. Does not apply to subscription orders because you already get a discount when you sign up for the subscription. We've got gift cards now. So if you want to give somebody the magical gift of my beans for them to taste, put my beans in your best friend's mouth, your mom's mouth, your dad's mouth, whatever coffee head you got in your life. Also, Friday, the pre-order for the Bench Warmer Brew shirts go underway. 1 week, you can get the 5 points, the armchair, or the classic my version. All of that happening this week at benchwarmerbrew.com. So don't forget to check it out.
My favorite shirt in the rotation, easily.
Yeah, you got a nice looking mustache coming in there, Will.
Thank you. You're looking good yourself. You got the Justin Herbert headband.
Got the Gucci Herbert headband.
Yeah, it's
I'm a headband guy now.
Below. I'd say we're both looking pretty good.
Yeah. Like if you're a woman watching this podcast right now, I am sure you are thinking about leaving whoever you're with.
You might, just for the,
for one of us,
for the good of your family, you might want to turn off the YouTube broadcast and go audio only.
Yeah.
Be careful.
If you're a man watching this show, which I know 100% of you are, do not show this podcast to your wife or girlfriend unless you want to get her taken by Will or I.
Maybe both.
Yeah. And by taken, you can come help my wife and I raise our child because it's really hard.
Sister wives.
Yes. Actually, I think the mustache with the stubble is a very good look for you, Will.
Yeah, I played around with going just mustache, but it gives off a different type of energy.
Yeah, it's called pedophile.
Yes. And, I live too close to multiple elementary schools to pull that off.
You don't want a t-shirt that says big pedo energy on it, and that's essentially what a mustache can be.
You can buy that t-shirt now in the Benchwarmer Brew store for 25% off.
Big pedo energy. Somebody would sell that shit.
Yeah.
Some soulless company. All right. Broncos news. Now, we did a special episode when Tim Patrick got extended, and then Courtland Sutton got extended, and we said, nah, fuck that. Don't got time, Courtland. Don't got time. Do not extend a contract if a guy who plays the same position as you just did it less than a week ago, because sometimes it's just too much news to keep up with. But moving forward, for the future of the Broncos, this is great. Courtland Sutton, 4-year deal, $60.8 million, up to what are the guarantees, like 30 plus million, 35 million or some shit?
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
So the Broncos will have Sutton, Patrick, Judy, all through at least 2024. Now, this is significant in that people are like, oh, the Broncos are locking down all of these guys to lure, not big pedo energy, Will, but to lure a quarterback to Denver. And I hope that's true, because in addition to the contract extension, the thing making its round is this Courtland Sutton and Tim Patrick, most targets without a drop this season. Sutton, 67, Patrick, 53. And here's what's hard. They're great. They're great receivers. But the Broncos offense still sucks half the time. Yeah. I can't explain it. Nobody can really explain it. Pat Shurmur, inconsistent play at quarterback. There's a couple things that might be able to explain it. Javonte Williams, underutilized. I should be super excited about these signings. And I am for the guys getting paid. But until we figure out that puzzle piece that is the quarterback and the guy calling the plays for the offense, like, I don't know if this changes anything. Yeah. It has to be to lure somebody, right? That's the only thing.
It helps if you're trying to lure someone. But I think my thing is, we already talked about it after the Eagles game. It feels like Sutton and Patrick are so underutilized in this offense. And this offense kind of has like, there's some sort of identity crisis going on, because on one hand, you feel like they want to, ground and pound and give 30 carries a game to Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams. But on the other hand, you spent so many resources building one of the best wide receiver cores in football. And so it doesn't really make a ton of sense. Like they're not a team that knows exactly what they want to do. Like a team like the Eagles just figured out like who they are. A team like the Browns they know who they are. The Patriots know who they are. I don't think the Broncos know who they are. That shouldn't preclude them from giving contract extensions to Patrick and Sutton, because it's a move for the future, and Teddy Bridgewater is not going to be the quarterback, I don't think, in 2022. But I would like for the rest of the season, realize that you invested in these guys for the future and play like it. Call plays like these are two of the highest paid players on the team. On the team, give them contested passes, give them jump balls, give them a chance, and I think more often than not, good things are going to happen. But it starts with Teddy Bridgewater too. He's got to be a guy who doesn't go through all of his reads in half a second and then checks it down to Melvin Gordon. Yeah. If you have this great wide receiver core, throw the ball down the field to them. And, you talked about luring a quarterback. First of all, they'll go through Rodgers and Wilson and see what happens. They're putting themselves in a good situation if they get a good rookie quarterback too. He's gonna come in and be in a good situation, whoever that might be. I would like to see them add a tackle though too, because I feel like a lot of their problems 100%. Are because they can't go downfield because they don't trust their tackles all the time. So those are two things that have to happen, but it shouldn't have stopped them from signing Sutton and Patrick for really, really good deals.
Yeah, this is our buddy really Zach. Team-friendly. Zach Stevens pointed out that Sutton and Patrick's combined cap hits are never above $25 million through 2024. And
what's I think someone commented, what's DeAndre Hopkins getting a year? $27 million?
Yeah, it's less than Hopkins. Samuel Bisu.
Good job, Sam.
Samuel Bisu soup. So you basically said Teddy Bridgewater is too good because he makes his reads so quickly and then decides to just throw it down.
Yeah.
Rookie quarterbacks. A guy, because Tom Grossi and I talked about this a lot on GPS today. Pocket presence, pocket awareness.
Yes.
Which QB is best at navigating the pocket in your eyes? Will, is it Carson?
The best.
Strong?
He is.
Who's the best pocket fiddler?
He is very good at navigating the pocket. He's not very good at escaping the pocket. I will say, in the case of Strong, he does not have a very good offensive line. And so he has to put up with a lot of muddled pockets. I don't know. I also, I've said it before, but everybody's really down about this quarterback class. And I think it's actually a really deep quarterback class that's more interesting than a lot of other ones. It just doesn't have one clear-cut guy for a lot of people.
No Burrow, no Lawrence.
Yeah, there's no Burrow, no Lawrence. And here's the thing, though. Like, even when you have a clear-cut guy, who's been the rookie of the year as far as quarterbacks go? Mac Jones, who was the last one taken. Out of the 2020 class, like, Burrow's been great. Tua, I think the jury is still out, but who's the guy that everybody wants right now? The third one,
Herbie.
Justin Herbert.
Herbie, fully loaded.
Just stop pretending like you know so much. Draft nerds, please.
And I think Tua's starting to get better.
Tua is in a tough situation.
He's got one of the worst offensive lines in the. I think I saw a stat that showed the Dolphins have allowed like the most pressures this season of any offensive line.
Yeah,
and I'm starting to really like the way Tua plays.
Same.
And the Dolphins aren't winning. Yeah, somebody flip-flopped hit the screen to show him throwing and what it would look right-handed or whatever.
Looked really good. Yeah,
it was hilarious.
I feel like that's probably what scouts do when they're trying to evaluate left-handed quarterbacks. Not that they come around that often, but like I wouldn't even know what I'm looking at. I would have to flip the screen and be like, what does this guy look like as a righty?
Yeah, there you go. Now it looks normal.
Yeah. I'll draft this guy.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
So the Broncos Chiefs game got flexed into Sunday Night Football. And if the Broncos beat the Chargers this week, then that game could be who decides first place in the AFC West. So as down as we have been on the Broncos, they're still right there. All they need is another miraculous streak of 3 wins. Three wins in a row, Broncos. You did it once. Can you do it twice? And the loss to the Eagles, by the way, not looking as bad after the Eagles put up over 200 rushing yards against the Saints.
Great rushing defense normally.
The Saints. So maybe the Eagles, like you said, they found their identity. They committed to it. The Broncos were on the wrong end of that. It just comes down to the offense. Like, can the offense score points? And we don't know. We just don't know.
I think we know.
Yeah, we know the answer is a no.
So, all right, let me ask you this about flexing the Chiefs game.
Sure.
I think we can all agree we don't want to see the Seahawks in primetime again. So I'm not upset by that whatsoever. The alternative was Bengals Chargers, and I'm assuming NBC wanted Bengals Chargers, but the network that had it, likely CBS, probably didn't want to let it go. Is what I think happened, because they have rights to those games too. It's not just like NBC gets to poach whatever it wants.
Yeah,
they have ratings.
We'll take this game. Suck it, Fox.
But our last year, our only Sunday Night Football game was in Kansas City. Now our only non-Thursday primetime game is in Kansas City. Can't they give us like a winnable one, please?
We'll see.
I know it's a lot more winnable than last year. But I really don't want to get embarrassed in front of the whole. I think going back to 2016, getting embarrassed on Christmas night in Kansas City, it really stuck with me.
I blocked that out. I don't even remember that game.
I should have gotten violently drunk and blocked it out. But that was the game where Dontari Poe threw a touchdown, and we haven't won since against Kansas City.
That game,
obviously, yeah.
It's been rough
on the sideline, looking like Santa Claus himself.
I feel good about it. I already called the Broncos victory on Sunday Night Football, Will, because everything points to that being a game the Chiefs should win.
Okay.
And if we've learned anything about football this year, that ain't going to hold true.
Does that apply to the Chargers game this week as well?
It could. Here's my theory. I'm going to put my reputation on the line. I think the Broncos beat the Chargers, and then they beat the Chiefs, and then they get their ass kicked by the Lions. And I'll happily take that scenario too.
You know what?
They have to pay.
I would take that.
They have to pay the piper for those 2 unlikely wins. This is a team I think can do it. And it just makes too much sense to me. It makes too much sense to me that they'll beat 2 respectable teams and then lose to the lowly Lions. Jared Goff, for some reason, has 400 yards passing that day. Or actually, DeAndre Swift is coming up hard, coming up strong. And he could just gouge him like a fucking Corey Dillon type game.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's going for 275.
Who else has rushed for 200 yards against the Broncos out of nowhere?
Oh, I mean, Jamal Charles probably did it 3 or 4 times. Darren McFadden back in the day. LT scored about 8 touchdowns every season against us.
Rip my heart out. Why don't you, LaDainian?
I know.
He just take bites of it.
He was just.
Yeah, I can appreciate him now, but
I can too. I really, really hated him and Rivers though for a while.
Oh my god, I hated Rivers so much.
I know.
Now I love Big Man. Save New Orleans, Phil.
He was kind of an awkward guest on the Manning cast.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have like a lot of fiery personality, and he came in very low energy, probably because he was at home all day with his 9 children.
Yeah, he's low. He was a little low T, probably because he spent it all, which is understandable. But I think he took offense when they tried to do like the "why do you make stupid faces on the sideline" kind of thing, which, you know. If someone just showed me like a picture of my dumb face on national television and asked me to like have fun about it, you know, I guess I get it.
Yeah. I mean, if Eli can embrace it, so can Phil.
Phil's faces just look stupider than Eli's. Like they make him look mentally deficient.
Yeah, like also, I can't even make a Rivers face. They're so like
only he can. He's got like Jim Carrey face.
Yeah, 100%.
He can just do weird things, you know, with his skin. Also, Phil Rivers, just join the Saints.
Do it, Phil.
Do it. There's still time. Like, hop on a plane and get there in time for the Bills game tomorrow night, please.
I think you can just take a bus there.
You probably
can. Alabama, right? He's in Bama or Arkansas. Where the hell is he?
Probably walk. He'd probably take one of his kids' big wheels and get there. He's probably got a fleet of big wheels in his backyard.
Oh, I'm sure his kids have the coolest big wheels.
Yeah. That bus he was taking to LA every day.
That's right.
The Rivers Mobile.
The game tape bus. Well, we're going to do our picks now. We're going to go through every game, update you on the Patreon standings. Before we do so, today's episode is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. I'm sure they have some amazing Turkey Day offers over at DraftKings. Gobble, gobble. It's time for you to win bets. That's what DraftKings says. Boom. Legal disclaimer. Right now, DraftKings, who is an official sports betting partner of the NFL, we give a chance for new customers to bet $1 on either team to score, and you can turn that into $100 in free bets. All the team's got to do is score. Now, that might not happen in the Lions-Bears game Thursday morning.
Might lose $1.
Yeah. Might be Matt Nagy's last day as a head coach. Not sure if it's Jared Goff or Timmy Boyle. And you got Andy Dalton. I'm sure Dalton will get the Bears into field goal range. But anyway, they've got same game parlays over at DraftKings where you can combine multiple bets for a bigger payout. I've got some over-under bets for my parlay for Thanksgiving football. Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, and Andy Dalton. And I took the over on Andy Dalton, even though it goes against every bone in my body. So you can do that too with DraftKings Sportsbook. Just got to use code DNVR when you sign up to bet $1. And if either team score, you can turn that into $100 in free bets That's all you got to do. Code DNVR this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700 or call Will Keys.
Yeah, if you stay till the end of the podcast, I'm officially giving out my phone number.
That's what we call a tease to keep you around.
We'll know if you skip to the end.
Yes, we will.
YouTube tells us.
Not really. It just tells me I'm sucking at adding new subscribers.
Please go along with it. I would actually recommend betting on the Bears-Lions game. I can't recommend doing it for like a good reason, like making money. But you gotta have something to get through that game, right?
Yeah.
This is like This is like a really early game. It's like 9 a.m. on the West Coast, which is just really bizarre. It's like college football. This is usually the game like I'm in a car during, and you have to listen to it on the radio, which is usually a blessing.
Second half. You're like, why are the Lions already losing by 20? Like, they're not even playing a good team.
Why is David Blau out there?
Yeah. Jeff Driscoll, David Blau. Well, here are our pick'em results. We got Wayward Broncos picks. Number 1, Ryan Bodie in a tie with Travis Moody.
Look how close it is.
I know. Look at that. 105 to – oh, no. Bodie, how do you have one – you must have missed a pick.
Forgot to make a pick. Yeah.
You forgot to make a pick.
Interesting.
Looks like that worked out. Evan Howell. Oh, we got a big second place tie. Dalton Massey, Billy Bob Joe, Fred Barber, then Xavier Edmonds, Zach Carlson, Christian Thigpen from the Zoom calls. Christian, we see you. We see you. We're fucking bad. Where are we?
Yeah.
45.
Okay. Well, we're just being generous to everybody who joined the Patreon.
50 points last week. I think that was out of 100 and plus points. And I think, oh, damn it. I think we should have listened to ourselves and did the opposite of, we said we were going to Costanza it, and then we just didn't.
Well, should we try it this week?
You want to Costanza it? Yeah, let's make our
Yeah, why not? Well, we can say like who we think is going to win and then just pick the opposite. Like very
look at this. This first game, you can't Costanza. All right. The Bears are 73% of the people are picking the Bears to go into Detroit and beat the Lions.
This is stupid to me.
Yeah.
This is stupid. This should be much higher on the Bears. They're treating Andy Dalton like he is Tim Boyle when he's like probably the best quarterback right now out of both of these teams right now. I'm not saying Justin Fields can't be better. I'm just saying Andy Dalton's better right now.
Andy Dalton's definitely better than everybody playing this game at quarterback.
Yeah, like the Bears got better when Dalton came in against the Ravens.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely a Bears victory.
Ooh. That's why we got to take the Lions. We got to take the Lions. And let me tell you, it's going to be DeAndre Swift, and the Lions are going to run the ball down the Bears' mother effing throats. And that's how they're going to win this one.
They're going to bite some caps. They're going to bite some turkey legs.
All right. So we think the Bears are going to win, but we're going to take the Lions.
Yeah. So what if the Bears win? Does Nagy still get fired?
He should.
Is that
you
the
beat
first
the
time
Lions?
That would happen. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think you should have to cover the spread.
The spread.
Yeah. If you don't cover, you get fired.
Oh, that should be the coaching hot seat to end the season. The franchise bets on the spread. So the Lions are like, okay, the Bears are like, we're putting $1 million down on you to cover. And as long as you do, you're generating us income and we're going to keep you employed. And they're going to do it through DraftKings Sportsbook.
That's right.
All right.
This is a game.
Raiders, Cowboys. Ooh, only 9% of the people believe the Raiders can go in and beat Dallas.
I'm really certain that the Cowboys are going to win this game.
You are?
Yeah, and so we have to pick the Raiders.
See, I'm not certain because the Cowboys are going to be without Amari Cooper, probably without CeeDee Lamb. Okay, we're going to take the Raiders. I think this is actually a winnable game for the Raiders, like a sneaky winnable game.
The Raiders are broken for the third year in a row.
Yeah. No, the Raiders are broken, but if the Cowboys were healthy, I would feel very confident that they were just going to wipe the floor with the Raiders. But I don't know, man. I watched their receivers just drop ball after ball after ball against the Chiefs last week. And maybe that changes. I don't know, but we'll see. Here we go. Look at this.
The Raiders do not have the same luck as the Chiefs.
That is true. 100%. Whatever, they have the opposite of whatever that is.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
This is tougher because the Bills are not a team you can really rely on anymore in these picks. They just got trounced by the Colts 2 weeks after losing to the Jaguars. So there's a stat that came out that Sean Payton is undefeated on Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
5-0.
This game will be played. This is the last game on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Dare we bet against Sean Payton, the holiest coach in the league?
Yep.
I guess we have to.
We bet on the Bills. Here's why. Like the Cowboys, Saints, no Alvin Kamara. Mark Ingram, day-to-day with the knee issue. Good chance he doesn't play. Their offensive line's banged up. The reason the Bills got worked by the Colts is because they ran the ball right at him all day long with Jonathan Taylor. I just don't think the Saints can do it. I think they're going to have to get gimmicky with Taysom Hill, and I don't know if that's going to work against Buffalo's defense, who I don't think has to respect the run in this game.
They better do something with Taysom Hill. They're paying him enough.
I know. I saw the dude who said he's like the NFT of athletes.
Yeah.
Like you don't quite know what he is, but he keeps making all this money because somebody believes in him. And that
I think the Saints are laundering money.
Oh, they
using Taysom Hill somehow.
Oh, through the Catholic Church, through the Mormon Church, laundering money for sure.
This is a conspiracy that goes deeper than you or I are prepared to deal with.
The Catholic Church started Mormonism.
Interesting. I don't know if that's
I think
true.
we should start a conspiracy channel, Will.
I think that's a great idea. It'll get deplatformed within 30 seconds.
No. Maybe. All right, here we go. And yesterday I did the power rankings, Will, and I'm going to say this publicly so there's some pressure on you.
Yeah.
I forgot to put in the Ravens, and I need you to check my work from now on.
That's fair.
I need you to see if there are any red flags. Be like, yo, dude.
I also forgot the Ravens, to be fair.
I said they basically had a bye week, and they almost lost to the Bears.
Yeah.
With Tyler Huntley, mind you.
Also,
but that game was so irrelevant. I forgot that the Bears even beat the Ravens in that one. I mean, lost to the Ravens in that one.
Yeah, here's the deal. Don't complain about not being on the power rankings list.
Yeah, be happy.
Yeah, you're not cursed. There's a 1 out of 10 chance you could get cursed, and you avoided it successfully. We're showing you mercy. I actually really think the Steelers are going to win this game. I think they come back after a difficult loss on Sunday Night Football and beat the Bengals. So for that reason, I think we have to take the Bengals.
Let's take the Bengals, who I wanted to put in the power rankings, but I didn't.
Get to 7 wins.
I completely negated the entire AFC North from the power rankings.
Fair enough.
Eliminated. Ooh, this is the game of the week. Will.
Okay.
Get your nipples hard. Get your pants tight. Because you've got Tampa Bay, who looked good against the Giants. Not great, but good.
Good.
Going against is there a hotter team right now than the Colts running the ball so effectively?
I don't think there is.
I mean, 2 games in a row, Carson Wentz has not thrown an atrocious interception. 2 games in a row. Their defense in Indy, not bad. Their offensive line, very good. Is Vita Vea back for this game? That could be huge. And this is going to be how real is Jonathan Taylor. This is a Jonathan Taylor career-defining game, dare I say.
It wasn't last week with scoring 5 touchdowns against a top 5 defense. Was that not career-defining enough?
No, you got to do it 2 weeks in a row.
So 10 touchdowns over 2 weeks.
You got to do 10 touchdowns against the Bucs.
Someone mentioned that, he had a great fantasy day, but you know who was, I think, the greatest single-game fantasy performance of all time? Clinton Portis against the Chiefs in 2003.
Wow.
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns there?
Yeah. He had like 200, close to like 300 total yards and 5 touchdowns. I don't know. Yeah. It's a great game if you can usually dig it up on YouTube pretty easily.
That's like a good rewind. Mike Shanahan saw Clinton Portis do that to the Chiefs, and he's like, now it's time to trade this guy.
He's dumb enough to trade Champ Bailey for a running back.
He's like, look, I can plug any running back into this system. I'm going to go get me one of the best corners to ever play the game.
Immediately in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan's been trying to do the same thing, but all his running backs get hurt, so it hasn't quite worked out the same. So Vita Vea back for this game. Only 31% of the people taking the Colts at home. I think you and I probably think the Bucs eke out a win here, so we got to go with the Colts.
We have to go with the Colts.
All right. Yeah. We're picking the Colts, baby. Indy. Oh, please beat Tampa Bay.
Come on.
Please.
This is a tough game to call right here.
Oh, my God. Yeah, 71 on Carolina. That seems high.
Yeah, so Miami's won 3 out of 4 or something?
Yeah.
Like that. Maybe 3 in a row. That's a team that figured something out. Figured out, 2 is not half bad.
2 is not half bad. Neither is Cam Newton. But the Panthers still lost to the Washington football team.
Yes.
I like Taylor Heineke, though.
I do too. Yeah. He truly is Ryan Fitzpatrick Jr.
100%.
Seriously, right when you count him out, he's right back with 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Yeah. He's got an arm that can, I think, compete with anybody in the league.
Taylor Heineke is going to be around for 12 more years, at least.
Oh, he's earned himself at least the fucking Chase Daniel gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Heineke's your backup, you feel pretty good about it. And I think he deserves a chance to start for a lot of teams. And he's given a chance to grow and learn. And that's really the opportunity you need. Essentially, you got to look at him as a rookie. His career path has been different. But looking back at some of the touchdowns he threw in that game, they're incredibly impressive. Terry McLaurin, I know we're talking about the Panthers Dolphins here, but he was incredibly impressive. So it's not that the Panthers lost to the football team. They lost to the football team that might be on the up and up. So I don't know where to put Carolina yet. If Carolina's defense can start smothering people like they did early in the season, then yes, they should win this game. But
my instinct is to take the Dolphins.
Oh, does that mean we take the Panthers then?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think so. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm probably getting too high on Tua. That's probably why I think
we need a reality check.
And I think there's this. I'm also look, if Miami really wants to go after Deshaun Watson, maybe the Broncos can get Tua. So I think part of me just wants him to be really good, and I'm just only seeing the good things that he's doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All right. Here we go. Another good game. possibly. Titans, Patriots.
This would have been a better game, but yeah, I mean the Titans are so banged up on offense that it's like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine.
Yeah.
They just waived Adrian Peterson. They're rolling out like it's Deontay Foreman, Westbrook-Ikhine, and like Jeff Swaim. Those are the playmakers. AJ Brown got hurt. Julio's still out, I think. Damn, this means we have to pick the Titans.
We got to take the Titans, yeah. Because it seems unlikely they'd win this game just on injuries.
This is a huge game, too, because this is for the top seed in the conference.
Yeah.
Which
it's just a road game against a defense that's going to give you a lot more problems than the fucking Texans.
Yeah.
And
4 picks against the Texans. Come on.
Yeah, Tannehill was bad, and then there were some like weird plays that cost him that game. The muffed punt thing was just a bizarre play that went against Tennessee where the returner went to get away from the ball and then got pushed by a Texan, and the ball hit his leg, and Texans recover and then score on like the next play or whatever. So they could have won that game, but they didn't.
You can't
They're going to lose this game
at home against the Texans, though. I don't care who's out. You can't let it come down to plays like that.
No, you can't.
Right.
You can't.
You got to bury them by like 20 points, even on a bad day. That's what good teams do, damn it.
Damn.
Oh, Eagles. Fuck. That means we have to take the Giants. I do not want to take the Giants at all.
Let's just take the Eagles here.
All right, we'll take the Eagles. The Giants are retiring Michael Strahan's number during this game. It's also going to be like mostly Eagles fans in the stadium. This is just the Giants, they don't get enough credit for being as dysfunctional as the Jets over recent years. They're like really, really coasting on 2007 and 2011 right now.
Yeah, they're like the older brother, and both brothers are fucked up. Like
both.
Like Succession, you know.
Both
the Jets are
Kyron
Culkin, and the Giants are what's his name?
Jeremy Strong.
Yeah,
Kendall. And then the Bills are like the Bills like the oldest brother, Connor?
Fucking
just got like a ton of irrational confidence.
Cam from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah. The
guy from Spin City.
Spin City. Wow.
Yeah, that's definitely who the Bills are. So who's Shiv?
Oh, damn. That's a good question. Probably the Patriots. I don't know.
Foxy smart Shiv.
No, Logan Roy's the Patriots for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Shiv might be the Chiefs then.
She might be the Chiefs. Yeah, red hair, red jerseys.
Success.
Recent success.
Okay. Recent success. All right, we're taking the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, I don't think he's getting enough credit for being.
No, he's been great.
A decent quarterback, dangerous quarterback running the ball, good quarterback throwing. Not lighting it up statistically, but he's not making mistakes. So he's like playing the smart football that Tua was last year, but he's also putting up close to Lamar Jackson type rushing performances every week.
Yeah. Do you get like this is kind of how I felt about Heineke playing well too. It kind of like makes me happy when I see fringe quarterbacks start to figure it out because it makes it makes the quarterback market shrink.
Yeah.
And as a team that perpetually needs a quarterback, you're like, okay, you know, we got the pick of the litter here.
Yeah. It's like if the Eagles do end up with those 3 first-round picks or whatever.
Yeah. And they don't need to take one on a quarterback.
Like,
that's huge.
And the Eagles could trade one of those first rounders and stockpile second and third round picks and really just build a good team quickly if they hit. But
the Eagles are in a good spot right now.
Yeah, as dysfunctional as they are, they're in a good spot.
Yeah.
All right. Falcons Jags in the fuck me game of the week.
Damn it.
Don't even want to think about this game.
No.
Stupid.
They should flex this game off of television altogether.
Yeah. I hate the Falcons so much.
With the next game, too. Jesus Christ.
Look at this. Look at this quadrant of pain.
This is two games that will not make it onto red zone for more than 25 seconds.
When you do see it, it's because something horrible happened.
Yeah, Scott Hansen goes like, we're legally obligated to show you at least one clip from Jets Texans.
Yeah. Here's Matt Ryan getting sacked on 3rd and 95.
Yeah, here's a supercut of Zach Wilson's 5 interceptions.
Yeah. It's like I've wanted the Falcons to be good for so long, and they're just not. That's why I hate them. So,
yeah.
I feel like the Falcons are trending down, and the Jags are they're bad, but they're competing with the people they play, the teams they play against.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Jags are going to win this game, which means we got to take the Falcons.
Okay. I could be talked into the Jags, actually winning it.
Okay.
Which makes sense to pick the Falcons then.
Falcons? Okay. Oh, my God.
It's like trying to understand a Christopher Nolan movie. Let's not spend more than 3 seconds on this one. Take the Jets.
Cool.
Wait. No, fuck. All right. Who cares? Doesn't matter. They're both 2-8.
Yeah, I think the Texans have the better chance of winning because of Tyrod Taylor only, which means we take the Jets.
Yeah. Oh, I think we have to pick the Broncos here because I do think the Chargers are going to win.
Oh, yeah. Austin Eckler is – we've been talking about Herbert being the key to the offense. It's Eckler. And in the power rankings, I said the Chargers don't have to run the ball super effectively, but they have to get the ball in Austin Eckler's hands a lot. And they do it when he's getting like 60 yards in the passing game and 40 or 50 yards in the run game. They're nearly, I think, almost undefeated.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of figured that out against a good Steelers defense without TJ Watt. But I just thought Eckler deserves some credit for being an undersized back, first of all, a back from Colorado, second of all. And when he's clicking, I think it just opens everything up as well for Herbert in the passing game. And Herbert running the ball, like if they can get rushing yards out of him every week, they're really, really hard to defend. And then it's just a question of what's this team going to do in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, are they going to go for it from their own 30-yard line and run a stupid halfback dive that gets stuffed and lets the other team into the game? That's the the weird thing with the Chargers is the game's never over because they're going to do something weird that either works out or totally backfires.
Yeah. If they have a big deficit late, you're confident they can come back from it.
Yeah.
If they have a big lead, you're confident they can blow it.
Yeah, it all kind of just comes out in the wash.
Yeah.
So therefore, the Broncos should win.
We'll talk about that a little more Friday. Did we decide Friday?
Yeah, Friday. We're going to do a live
preview episode. Be a little different, but my family's doing Thanksgiving on Friday. Kind of messes everything up. All right.
Special guest, John Elway.
Todd Bowles. John Elway.
Yeah, he's going to be on the show. Just kidding. This is a good game.
I'll try to get him. Oh, yeah, another good game. Rams, Packies. Wow, 63 people going with the Packers here.
63 people.
63% of the people.
Yep.
So we got to take the Rams. Super easy.
We have to take the Rams, yeah. Could the Rams really be kind of screwed up? Or I think the 49ers game, schematically, sometimes the 49ers present such a problem for certain teams.
Yeah, it's like
that it's hard to read too much into it.
This is what it is. Sean McVay, incredible head coach. We're seeing that now with how bad Jared Goff is without him. Puts together great game plans. Players like him. Who does he always lose to, though?
Kyle
Shanahan. Who, like McVay, also got to the Super Bowl, but outside of that, lost tons of games. So, Sean McVay, I think, overall, the better head coach, but he always loses to Kyle Shanahan. Kind of like the way Tom Brady and the Patriots always seem to lose to the Broncos, right?
Interesting.
Or have you ever seen the Office episode where Dwight gives the speech and Michael Scott leaves, like as soon as Dwight starts winning the audience?
Yeah.
And he goes to the bar and Dwight's like, "Where were you?" And then he just starts telling him this dumb story. And then at the end of the episode, he's like, "Dwight had that entire room captivated, but I'm the guy who captivated the guy." The audience liked. Like, that's the McVay, Kyle Shanahan sort of thing.
Yeah.
The
49ers could go 5-12 and the Rams could go on to win the Super Bowl.
Two of those wins would be the Rams.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that pick.
I really think
I'm not, but I also am.
I don't even know who I want to win this game.
So Aaron Rodgers' toe is messed up now. He said he has COVID toe, which I don't understand how that's a symptom.
I think he was joking, right?
I think he was joking, and then people were like, "No, it's a thing." Yeah. I don't know. Who knows what to believe these days?
Packers played so well and still lost. I think the Rams have to put together a game with all of their talent now. So let's just see it happen.
Yeah, come on.
Ooh,
figure it out.
This is sneaky good game too.
The Kirk Cousins experience. Does he deserve okay. Because people talk about Kirk Cousins like he's a bad quarterback. And that's just not true. But then occasionally people will talk about him like he's a good quarterback, and that's not true either. But he's also not an average quarterback.
No.
He is the most perplexing athlete I can think of. I
can't figure him out.
No one can figure him out. The fucking Vikings can't figure him out. The opponent, 50% of the time can't figure him out. I really didn't think he would come through against the Packers. And
he didn't.
He tried not to. He threw an interception. That wasn't an interception. But he came away with a victory,
And their big play their big play to Adam Thielen was a missed opportunity by the Packers to make a pick.
It's like almost a pick six.
He threw two horrible passes that worked out. He's had a QB rating over 100 this season, or a passer rating over 100 this season, more than Tom Brady, more than Aaron Rodgers, just 3 games without it. And the Vikings have managed to lose 5 games. So Kirk Cousins is a good example of your quarterback doesn't determine all of your wins and losses.
Mm-hmm.
2, the Vikings are still dysfunctional. 3, he is not clutch. 4, the Vikings secondary is bad. But they're winning games. They're going against another weird team, also 5-5 in the 49ers. I would say these are black mirror teams.
Question.
Yeah,
they are. Ahead. They don't. I don't. They don't
mirror each other, but they're the same.
Well said. Kirk Cousins on our team, the Broncos. Is that an idea you like?
No, I hate it.
I don't, because does it answer my question of who's going to get the ball downfield consistently to one of the best wide receiver cores in the NFL? Yes, he would do that. He would take full advantage of those wide receivers. Do I still think the Broncos win they win games because of that? No. Does he take care of the problem of historically our quarterback's throwing too many interceptions. Yeah, like he hasn't thrown a lot of interceptions. Do I think that's a winning formula? Somehow it's not. It's really so perplexing. I can't begin to fathom, what makes Kirk tick.
Kirk Cousins is an enigma. That's all we know.
Yeah.
And it's like he can only feature 2 receivers in a game. He ignores tight ends. It's like Justin Jefferson or Adam Thielen
the Vikings ignored tight ends this offseason.
Yeah. So probably a 49ers pick here.
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, you can flip a coin here.
Yeah. There's no Costanza thing that
Don't pretend to know what's going to happen in this game. Like if you have one strong take one way or another, then you're an idiot.
Yep. Ravens?
Yeah, the Ravens are going to win this game, so let's pick the Browns.
Oh, let's pick the Browns. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Got to stay true. All right. Finally, Seahawks, Washington. Oh, look at this. 52% of the people think Seattle's better than Washington right now.
This should be Taylor Heineke's coming out party.
Fuck yeah. Prime time. Give it to us, Tay-Tay.
Why are the Seahawks on prime time every week?
Luckily, they were supposed
to. Yeah, I know, but still, it feels like they've been on every other week. They had that Steelers game, that Saints Monday night game. They were on Thursday Night Football.
People thought Russell Wilson would be.
They were on Friday Night Football too.
Yeah, they thought the Seahawks would be good. That's why they're not.
Think again. Russell Wilson hasn't been very good either. It's not like it's him carrying a bad team.
No, I mean he was playing well before he got hurt, but they were still losing games, so he probably deserves some blame there. But since coming back from that injury, he's looked horrible. Looked absolutely horrible out there.
Well, at least they can rebuild their team with a first-round pick.
Yeah, all those draft picks they got. Wilson need to get the F out of town, baby.
He does. That kind of makes sense. In terms of why would Seattle trade Russell Wilson? Oh, because they don't have any first-round picks and they could get back 3 or 4.
Yeah. And they get a giant contract off their plate. So, Taylor Heinicke, you better show out.
This is your chance, Taylor. Monday Night Football.
We picked Washington.
Does not deserve a single primetime game, however.
Yeah, we picked Washington. We hyped up Heinicke. We should pick the Seahawks there because of that, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with Washington.
Yeah. The most Costanza thing you could do is to not follow through all the way with the Costanza.
Exactly.
I think we did well. I'm really excited about this week. I think the comeback starts now.
The comeback starts now. Will and I, we're December performers, December podcasters. Even though this is the most popular podcast this week, we don't show up till next week. That's Good Sports guarantee. Broncos guarantee. Will, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow. Talk to you Friday morning.
Yeah.
And good night.
And John Elway, ACL, etc.
John Elway tore his ACL and gave it to the Native Americans as a peace offering for Thanksgiving.